Alright, hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about ways that you can make money currently in the current Hypixel Skyblock meta. And there's definitely more than these ways you can do, like flipping, but these are kind of four that I want to talk about because they're kind of what standard thing people go do. And first we're going to talk about, the end and farming in the end. Trying to guys see, I'm kind of sitting there like, I'm a crazy person with a bow, shooting my bow at Enderman, right? Which does not seem normal at all. And also you can see all these people running around killing Endermen as well, which honestly it makes this method a lot worse than it kind of was before. Like before, there was a ton of Endermen and stuff around, but now it just kind of feels like there's so many people running around the end that it just kind of makes this farming not as good as your other options. And yes, you can convert the eyes you get from this method to fighting dragons, which is potentially even more money. But you could say that about all the other ones and not, be at the mercy of trying to last hit mobs from, everyone else. And to do this kind of farming method, where you're sitting here with your explosive bow and killing everything, I have literally, you could do it with pots. Pots would help you out a lot. I'm not sure at what point the pots will allow you to one-shot, but I'm wearing my tuxedo with every single talisman, and I can finally, one-hit them all, for the most part. There's just too many people running around, and that's just one thing is, since there's so many people running around, you're really limited on how much money you can earn, which is really unfortunate. It's the same thing with Slayer. You're literally just gated with how many people are messing up your farm spot, ruining your efficiency, and that's just lame. And the other three monies you can use to farm money, definitely a lot better. And you don't have to deal with other players being in your way, ruining your rates for the most part. And let's go talk about them because we didn't get 9 in that short period of time, which is to be expected. Now the next three, which we can look at the kind of out of these three, two of them are the same. We talk about fishing. Fishing has the chance to be really profitable. If you're finally at level 20, you can fish up Emperor Skulls or the Shredder, which would be really correction. You beat the Emperor, which drops those items, which is pretty rare himself, and so is getting the Shredder drop. But skulls are guaranteed, and you can take those skulls and sell them. I think they're like 500k a piece. You can also sell your lily pads. They sell for a varying amount. You can really get a stack really quick. That adds up really quick. It ends up being maybe like a few 100k an hour at most. It's nothing too crazy, but it's all, you're not spending money to make money like you are with dragons. So, not too bad, I would have to say. It's nice and very chill gameplay for the most part. Especially if you're able to, beat up the mobs. And now we're actually move on to really good money for the most part. Is farming. And I sit there and I bash the hell out of farming, but I do admit it's really good. And preferably you want to have some kind of speed set, but at the same time that brings up the notion that I want to go look at farming the pumpkins. You can get these farmer boots at 50k pumpkins. These things are honestly overpowered. Really overpowered. At level 25 you have 100 speed. That makes young armor set almost obsolete. But preferably you want to use these or a young set or something to give you boost speed to help you farm around, make use telekinesis and stuff. You might have some problems with sugarcane, right? Because when you punch it, right, it just kind of flops around, but it'll keep kind of picking itself up, so it's fine. And the reason for, sugarcane and pumpkins. Pumpkins are really good if you set up your farm right. You can just glide through your farm, getting it nice and quick, and you get some pretty good money from that. But currently there's an alchemy craze. Everyone's buying up all the enchanted sugarcane, which has rose the price a lot higher than it used to be. The original sell price was 90k for enchanted sugarcane. They nerfed it down to 60k, and you're 60k, that's nothing. Enchanted pumpkins, the same amount would sell for twice that. And yeah, pretty much. But now, because everyone's alchemy's #1, everyone's trying to buy up alchemy 50, which is drastically raising the price of enchanted sugarcane by a lot to like 150k per, like as you see from these, which is crazy. Like that's so good. And it's a little inconvenient to sit there and you have to craft and craft and craft and craft and craft. But if you're new to the game and want to get your first 50 mil, it's really helpful to farm. Like I used to farm way back when I farmed and fished, and look where we got now, right? And also, things you can do with farming is make use of minions. Either have, magma minions or clay minions or something. You can definitely have minions down to help you generate money because you really need them, right? Like, if people didn't have minions, like progression might be like considerably slower. And these things, they generate a little bit of money. Like the higher tier they are, the more money that you generate. So lower tier ones aren't going to do that good of a job, but they're generating something. And you going ham on, your sugarcane or pumpkin farm is definitely going to pay off. I really do suggest sugarcane because even if you don't want to sell it, you can convert it to alchemy XP, right? And that's really good and it'll help you out in the future. And yeah, pretty much sugarcane number one. Eyes can be really good, farming, but there's just too many people. And if you get like the god lobby and no one's there and you just get to go ham, then it's definitely better. Besides that, farming on your island is one of the best way until they increase people's grinding efficiency, so things actually can, get better prices. That's whole like a thing they're talking about though is why, because how the lobbies are always overfilled and like literally everywhere, and it ruins grinding efficiency. And that's probably what the only way eyes are still even a decent like farming thing is because their price is so high. But that's kind of like a topic for another day. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this little, the quick little showcase on 3 things you can do to get money. You can probably use it to get your first 50 mil in a decent amount of time. You just gotta put your time in though. That's a really big thing. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you guys have a happy New Year's. Take care, everyone. Bye.